Cincinnati Golf Expo. It's a thing, and it's a 3-day event. Let's check some stuff out. Welcome back to the McGolf Shop. Obviously, we're not in the McGolf Shop, and I got invited to the Cincinnati Golf Expo. So we took a Sunday off and we decided to come visit. And it's a 3-day event like most cities have, and our friends from the Golf Exchange invited us out, and we started taking a tour around. And it is, I think it's 90,000 square feet this time around. Lots of entertainment going on, lots of stuff to go see, lots of different booths to happen about. So let's check some more stuff out. All right, so what you see behind me is basically the main floor. Yes, there's some retail stuff going on from new and used golf clubs, which you're always seeing all these events. But what you don't see is some LPGA booths, some range finder booths, golf course people that are trying to get their word out to more of the people in the Cincinnati location. And what we're finding a lot of stuff. But one of the more interesting things is this. What you see is a lot of entertainment. So what the guys at the Golf Exchange have tried to do is make it an entertaining more than just heading down equipment. And right now what we have is try and flop it over the wall. So you get a shot at flopping over the wall that lets you get to the bigger wall, and a chance to win a free round of golf, or even or some money. Across the way, we have, on a little bit further back behind me, is the longest putt. And the longest putt is exactly what it sounds like, trying to get a hole-in-one on the longest putt. Then there is a closest to the pin, or hole-in-one on a small par 3 using these almost golf balls, which are great indoor items. They hit pretty good, and we're seeing them zinging around every once in a while. So it's doing pretty good. I think for a Sunday, this is very, very well attended, and it's in its infancy getting started, so we expect to see some bigger things happening. Let's go see some more.
Look, Cincinnati Golf Expo, we're really excited to be here. This golf show in Cincinnati has about a 30-year history.
Yep.
But something interesting happened in 2019 when the golf show for the first time separated from the boat and travel show. And that kind of left the golf show without a home and without an organizer. And we were happy to do our best to pick up the pieces and put together a last-minute event in 2020. Obviously, COVID derailed us for a couple of years, but we've been, dreaming of building this event. And I think what you see here in 2023 is a 90,000 square foot golf expo. It's full of golf entertainment, golf exhibitors, retailers, travel companies, golf courses, and I hope that this is just the beginning of what's going to grow into a really successful event for everyone involved.
So, before anybody knows this is Jason of the Golf Exchange, and the Golf Exchange is like an anchor. There's a lot going on. These guys have several stores now, right?
Yeah, so we have 6 stores from Dayton and Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, all the way down into Lexington, Kentucky.
And they touch just about every aspect of golf, from having, things that you might need to wear to golf clubs you need to do, plus everything that's associated with golf. And to take on, this is a monumental task, right? This is no simple task to say, I'm going to throw a golf show together in Cincinnati and let's just make it right. Because everybody has their own personalities and these types of things. And what we're seeing here is, so I've tooled around, met some folks that I knew, met some folks I didn't know, found out about the LPGA event that's here, had no clue, and I tend to get on the website quite a bit, talked to the rangefinder folks that are out of Ohio. There's a lot of stuff for golf and manufacturers, suppliers in Ohio, and that's really what, I think will really help.
Yeah, I think that's what we're looking for. Obviously, this town has given us a lot, and our customers have given us the ability to have the staff and the team and the time to organize such an event. As an exhibitor of the former Cincinnati Golf Show, this was always just a very valuable marketing event for us.
Right.
Just the ability to get face-to-face with potential customers, and we've seen it benefit our company, and we'd like to try to continue to grow it so that anyone that has an interest in golf in this region, this is a can't miss event. Whether that be the consumer that wants to come and learn about products and companies in the area, or those companies that are maybe just getting off the ground and looking to generate a customer base.
So we see this thing growing because I've got to talk to a bunch of people. We're seeing a lot of really good attitudes, and the entertainment stuff with breaking the glass, chipping it over the wall, the long putt, and every once in a while you hear this and that's from the par 3, and the vibe here is just it's a casual golfer event for those people that are still really ate up with it.
Yeah, look, I think we've got our own little amen corner back there, which is a ton of fun.
Yes.
But smash the glass. We've got miniature golf. We've got 15-foot inflatable dartboards, and a flop shot wall and long putt back there as well. And those events for a $5 donation to our volunteers, it's a great way to have fun. It's something that gives this event an aspect for everyone. So if you're not here just to shop for a 3-wood, maybe you'll have some fun over on the par 3 or the miniature golf event. And we've had some volunteers here throughout the weekend from University of Cincinnati's golf teams and Xavier and Northern Kentucky University as well. So those event aspects actually generate a good amount of funding for those teams, and it's a great way for us all to kind of give a little bit back in addition to have some fun.
So now more into the other thing, being as how you're definitely tied into the golf scene, top 3 things that you saw, because we met at the PGA show. And so what was it? What top 3? Doesn't matter across the board. Doesn't matter, have to be gear. But
yeah. So look, I think we're always looking at trends. Last couple of years we've seen on the apparel side, apparel that's definitely, I think, made with a younger golf consumer in mind. Some crazy edgy prints and lots of fun stuff there. So we continue to see that trend this year. I think we've seen a lot more in the way of electronic devices to help your game, and we're starting to see combinations of all of the different things that you might have on the course, whether it's a stat tracker or a laser or a GPS or a speaker, and we're starting to see those things kind of combined into one device.
Right.
So we're seeing that trend of where you used to maybe have your speaker on your cart and your laser on your bag. These devices are kind of having multiple uses, and I think we'll kind of continue to see that trend, and we envision a time where maybe you'll have one device that acts as a GPS and a laser and a speaker and a launch monitor and a stat tracker. So we thought that was kind of a cool little trend. I believe 2023 has got a lot of buzz in the driver world, right? So the Callaway Paradigm, the TaylorMade Stealth 2, Ping has launched their first new driver since 2020. So I think the Ping fans out there have a little bit of pent-up demand for just to see new drivers. So the G430 is exciting, and and then there's some companies that have been really hot lately, like G4 and their shoes. I mean, I know we cannot get enough of them to move through, and they've really got a much wider lineup for 2023. And then just the last thing that I think we've experimented a little bit here at the Golf Expo with, and we saw it down at the PGA show, was pickleball.
Oh, yeah.
You know, fast-growing sport. Obviously, Cincinnati has some really large facilities opening up in 2023, and we've got a couple of courts set up here at the Golf Expo. We're seeing a lot of crossover with our customer base participating in pickleball. I think for a lot of the same reasons that you do golf. You know, you can play it with a wide variety of skill. You can play it with a wide variety of age and athletic ability, and that's a lot of fun.
If you look at it right now, you got somebody that looks like he's about 8 years old playing somebody that's 30, and then you got somebody that's at retirement age playing somebody in probably their mid-30s.
You know, and we've seen that all weekend, and I think that's really fun to see. You know, this year we just kind of set it up. We've got some demo paddles over there, and we wanted to see, you know, what it was like. I could see us expanding this event to include pickleball down the road. This year we've got some product from a company called Netty. They're a Cincinnati-based pickleball paddle manufacturer. So we didn't know they existed. We were excited to partner with them to put those courts up this year, and hopefully that's something we expand on in the future too.
Very good. So again, if you guys are in the area, in the Cincinnati or the greater Cincinnati area, and even further if you don't mind the ride, I did an hour and 45 minutes, so hey, it's all good. It was worth the trip, it really was. In order to be able to see it, we expect to see it grow even more under the tutelage that you've got going on, because you're touching on the thing that I think a lot of the previous owners missed. I think we missed on that one. So I think it's going to be growing very, very well.
You know, I hope so. You know, again, this is not something that is a core part of our business. This is not something we're here to make money on. This is something that we hope is beneficial to all the businesses and all the consumers that attend. And we greatly appreciate you guys coming down to help us spread the word. And we have a lot of, I think, admiration for the job that you do and the outreach that you have. So thanks so much.
Very good. Jason, thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
All righty. Cincinnati Golf Expo. Watch for it next year. All right. We got back from the Cincinnati Golf Expo. We really had to finish up some work, so we got that done, and I want to finish up some thoughts here. Now, it's been said more than a couple times already throughout the video, but the expo itself, and typically around here in Ohio, it's basically a place to go find used stuff, and you very rarely get anything of any, you know, new value, learn anything, even as a golfer. I mean, I know some people are looking for that, but you also have to change with the times. And I believe they're doing that. And they have some, you know, skill entertainment going on with flop shots and long putts and mini golf and break glass and the whole 9 yards. Plus, they're starting to get involvement from OEMs. The local reps are coming by with their stuff and they're setting up like they have in a demo day. I'd like to see more of that, right? This is basically, if you look back in 2000, whenever they started, COVID pretty much shut them back down, so they're starting over from ground zero. So I think it's a pretty good start, right? They got a lot of good things going. They got a lot of different vendors, right? Golf courses, range finders, head cover people, synthetic turf. There was even some gutter people there. There was physical trainers, some people that own golf ranges. There was just a little bit going on. It was really neat, just a little bit. Now imagine when there's a lot of that going on, because there's a lot in Ohio for that. So yeah, I think it was a pretty good idea. I think it was a really good visit. I think it was a really great start. So if you're in that Ohio, found out the LPGA's in Cincinnati. How about that? However, in golf expos, from a guy who does this, going to those really doesn't give me any need to want to go. However, this one was a little fun. Now, for the guys that are golfers looking for new stuff, looking to learn a little something, learning to find, maybe you're looking for an instructor, maybe you're looking for a golf range, maybe you're looking for a new place to play. All these things, those are available there as well. So I recommend it. If you're in that neck of the woods, I'd say Dayton on out, down into Kentucky, wherever it's close enough to get to Cincinnati, I'd recommend it. So, as always, if you got any questions about it, put it in the show notes, and let's see your scores. Go low.